Alrighty, guys. Welcome back. We are back once again for the 580 Fargo rated tournament here in Calgary, Alberta, out of the leather pocket. My name is Grant, sitting beside the one, the only Mr. Benny Franchise Francis.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back. James Hornby taking on Sandy Badger. This is your B semifinal.
B semi is very good.
Not bad.
Nice.
Right? Not bad. It's
Nailed it.
almost 6 o'clock Sunday evening and the brain worked.
It worked.
The heck?
And make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots. We're on YouTube as well.
We may start looking for some of those difficult shots.
It's almost time.
It is.
It's almost time. Mark's got the share badge there.
Look at
That's
that
how it's done.
already. First comment has the share badge. That's how it's done, Mark.
Make sure when you share it, it's public.
Yes, you're
That's how you
leading
get
the
that
way.
badge.
Leading by example. Sandy looking good on this table.
Oh yeah, this
No
is,
troubles here.
if the 8-ball goes like in the top right, then this is a walk in the park. If it doesn't, it probably goes in the left side. It's not
Got a
that
little bit out of shape here.
bad. 3 balls okay here if you can't see the 7. You just hate to play the 3 because you lose the cue ball
A little bit.
but it can be okay. You could spin it into the 14.
Or just leave it natural off the 3 and hope it kind of comes to the low side for the 7. If it goes high side, you got the 2 ball, the 4-3 combo.
I think you need just a touch of inside spin here to get into the 14. Oh, she hammered it.
And
That's pretty good,
not terrible.
considering it was an extreme hit and hope, it looked like.
She may have to do the 3 ball here. Or the 5 ball, I should say. Jim, indeed. Number 2 following up. Same type of thing. He's got the share badge. Mark, what's going on? Got to make that that share public. That's how you get that share badge. Might have to go rail first on the 5. Kind of going to lose the cue ball a little bit. Look out.
She may have needed to open the 8 anyway. Now she's got a thin cut on this 4 in the left side.
Going to lose the cue ball a little bit here as well.
Again.
But you know what? She's a battler. She'll fight her way through it.
Ultimately, you just got to pot the balls.
That's it.
Just don't miss shots that you can pot.
So Sandy coming down from Edmonton, Alberta, 3 hours north of where we are. So we have, in the finals, we have Calgary, we have Edmonton, and we have Drumheller.
Yeah, James is from Calgary.
Oh, unlucky.
James has a great style of play too. Quick. Doesn't take too long.
Doesn't waste any time. Blaine says, I've got Sandy for 50. Who's in? 1 spot only.
Blaine's trying to bet. If anybody out there wants to make a friendly wager.
Wow. 5-0 for Stephen Holem over Russ Whittle.
Yeah, first set over there is not going Russ's way. That's what he gets. That's how I felt yesterday when I played him and I didn't shoot till the 5th game.
That guy.
It's not fun. That's what I usually do to him. Like I did.
Yeah, right?
I did it in the Nanaimo. I'm up 5-0 right away. And then I did it here, the 10 ball, the $1,000 added Derek's tournament, up 5-0 right away. I let him crawl
Holy.
back in every time. And then I break and run out the hill, but
Well, I think Sandy got the best out of that. Really about as good as you could get if you're not going to make the ball. To leave, that's
yeah, James tends to play fairly aggressive. Like
fairly aggressive.
he likes
and
to break
quick.
the balls.
Yeah.
Rather than play safety and break the balls, he'd rather like just go into them. But he didn't have much of a choice there but to play a 2-way.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he really cared whether he made that shot or not.
Yeah.
Not with the position of where Sandy's at.
I think, is that combo wired for James?
Well, I think what Sandy's going to do is off the end rail, chip the 2 ball and make the 10 ball.
Make the hanger off 2 rails.
Still not terrible.
Not
Leaves
terrible
the 2
at all.
balls stuffed in there with the 14 ball married to it.
Forces James to do something special here twice.
Joe says he's a first time watching. Great stuff, guys. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Joe. Also, if there's anybody else that this is your first time viewing Q Sports Live, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the live stream. Just make sure that you've gone on to our Facebook page, hit that like button, or the YouTube page and subscribe. That way, every time we do go live, you'll be notified. I think James tried to do the rub off to make that 2 ball.
He's trying to make the 2 leave the cue ball up table. Could be a big mistake, though. He's left Sandy on the only angle to break out that ball as well. So I think if she cuts us in the side, she goes maybe into like the 11, which should hopefully push the 7 over this bottom right corner. I don't think she can see the 2 thin enough to go into the 7 with the cue ball, right? Yeah, she's looking at like the 11 there.
And Paul, this is the B-side semifinals. Nick Kruger, I'm a watcher from way back.
Nick the stick.
Going on, mister.
Who's in the hot seat? It is Bryce.
The dark
Powell.
horse.
Not that dark, because he sold for a decent amount in
He did, yeah.
the auction there. So
How do you public share? There should be a drop down. Once you hit the share button, there should be a drop down, make this post public.
yeah, it'll say like you can share with just your friends, or you can have anyone see it. Great question though, John.
Offer ends after the first game. Blaine trying to drum up the side action.
Ah, Blaine, you can always spot games after the first game. It's okay.
Yeah.
Give a little weight. She got into those balls good, but she's got to test her here to try to spin this around. Off 3 rails, missed the 12, missed the 13. Or sorry, that's
And then
the 9.
shape the 8.
Shape the 8. Yeah, this is...
Ooh, tall task.
But it's almost like you don't have a choice, right?
I don't know if you can hit it hard enough to spin as much as she
not
needs. Go
shooting over a
underneath.
ball.
Yeah.
Not over a ball.
You're almost better off putting the left hand on that.
She tried to bank it.
Side pocket.
That would have been a good call. Just
Well,
kidding.
yeah,
Just kidding.
who sees that?
No one sees it. I think she tried to go off the bottom rail, off the 12, into that pocket, in hopes that maybe she plugs it as well, but
Yep.
she was a little unlucky when she broke those balls out to end up there.
Yeah, she sure was.
Like I said, if she's not shooting over top of the 11, she might be able to get enough spin to do something with the cue ball, but
Yeah.
over a ball sucks. No fun.
Yeah, it limits what you're capable of doing.
On the rail here, he'd rather not be. He's okay. A little bit of angle.
Yeah, I think he's sitting just about perfect. Go 2 rails out for the 14 into that right side pocket. So long as 15 clears behind the 8 to go to the top left, he should be all good.
It's hard to tell here from this angle. It's a side view. Show us if we probably won't get in time before he shoots anyway. But
I'm pretty sure
that's pretty
that
tight.
goes.
But you can't get better on it. If
Yeah.
you're a little tight, you're perfect. Straight
Yeah.
in and close.
And just a nice little pop shot.
Overhit a touch.
Overhead, just a touch. Yeah, he is on the rail.
He's okay.
Wastes no time getting down into it.
Yeah, I've always liked James's style of play. Once he makes up his mind, he just goes about his business.
Yeah.
Just like Bryce, who we just watched, just one, 2 strokes and fire.
Absolutely. Got to give a shout out to Lumberding Exteriors, guys. If you are in construction and you are of the roofing variety, Lumberding Exteriors now hiring experienced roofers. Calgary was hit with the largest hailstorm in Canadian history. They've got enough work for at least a couple of years. Give Jason a call, 403-888-9104. What's going on, Judy? First snowfall. Good heavens.
Head ball break, and she puts the cue ball straight in the side.
The Russ Whittle.
That's been called the Ben Francis once in a while, too.
Might also be known as the Zemp break.
Yeah, who hasn't done that, right?
How much is first in the auction?
No
Not
idea.
sure, Tom.
No
I can
idea.
tell you first place prize money, a whopping $6,500 for first place, $4,200 second place. What's going on, Mr. Moore? And for the viewers on our YouTube, we do have the chat online. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask away.
It's just John Graves in there waiting for Wambra, so he has somebody to talk to, you know?
That Wambra, I'll tell you, he's a chatty.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy, though. Met him down in Chicago.
Those guys have a great time bantering back and forth while
of
they're watching
course,
pool.
yeah.
They love it. That's such
It's
a...
like 300 people commenting, but really it's just two guys.
Yeah, that's such a joy of this, too. You know, you can be on the other side of the world. One person it's morning, the other person it's night.
Yep.
Watch a little pool, chat about what's going on. Oh, James has landed slightly awkward on this ball.
You can also share that YouTube feed. Just copy the link. And I believe James here is shooting with a Jacoby Black. I think either that or it's Nick's.
Looks like a Nix because it's missing the
The wafer.
little bit of a wafer there, yeah.
Oh, I think somebody turned on the heat in the room.
Yeah, warmed up in here a little bit, yeah.
Thank heavens for that.
Where Judy is just getting the first snowfall. That must be nice.
Right? Gosh, we've had snow for a month already.
Yeah, a few snowfalls.
What do you do with the 6? Straight across?
Yeah, I
Kind of
think-
play the cue ball where the 8 ball is?
Oh, you overcut it by a country mile. Yeah, I think it went by the 11 in the side. Tough to tell from here, but the way he played it looks like it had lots of room.
Yep. What's happening, Claire? Good to see you. I've certainly missed that aspect. I think we mentioned that on the last stream. All the regular viewers of Q Sports Live, we've missed that over the last 5 or 6 months with the goings on with COVID.
Everything looks pretty routine for Sandy here.
11-9.
I like the 11-9, and then that way you got the 15 or the 14 next, but
I think I probably play for the 15 because of where the 3 ball is on the 14.
well, ideally you're not shooting the 14 to get on the 8 because of the 3. I'd rather use the 15 to get on the 8 because of where the 3 is, but it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
But she's straight in, so she's going to play the 15 next.
I wouldn't be surprised if
forward.
she does draw back a little bit here. Can always use the 3 as a cue ball stopper.
Oh, she well overhit it. I don't know what happened there. It looks like maybe a loss of focus for some reason because she overhit it by a lot.
The adrenaline stroke.
You could tell even in her release that she was overhitting it. She knew it right away.
Well, she fired one of these in the match against Aaron.
Yeah, she can still back cut this in. Oh, or play it aside. And now
She put that in with a little more mustard when she played against Aaron. She needed to do the same thing there. And if you're going to draw into that and come off that top rail, you need to punch that in to come up table.
and now she's going to cut this ball all the way down.
Oh, yeah. You have to. I don't think there's a... I mean, you can try to push the 14 over the 3, leave the cue ball behind.
I don't know how much I'm in love with that shot.
Yeah, it more or less delays the inevitable with him having 2, right?
Yeah, he's got a million places he can leave you. Personally, I would bank the 6 by the 8 and leave the cue ball down table. And if she kicks into it and hits it, and you still have the 6 over there, like on the top rail, he's playing the safe right away. If he froze, that's great because she can't kick 1 rail.
I do believe he did freeze her.
And 2 rail.
She's got to go 2 rail.
The 6 is very close to in the way here.
So do you go 3, make that adjustment to go off the top rail, hopefully still have enough right spin?
Cue ball's too close to the rail. The first rail is no good. You're like pushing it. It's like a push shot. So it's hard to get enough speed to even...
To have that speed carry through, or the right spin carry through.
Yeah, and if the cue ball's not on the rail, for sure you do that. Because you're right, the spin will carry more off 3 rails than 2.
Weyburn, Saskatchewan tuning in. Thanks for viewing with us, Kevin.
2 rails here, and really you're trying to hit the top rail, so the 3rd rail, and then make it, but it's a Hail Mary.
Could she just push the 3 where she's at in front of the 15 or 14 ball?
Could push it.
Just take the foul, hope that the 3 marries to that 14?
Yeah, you could do that.
Really get the end of the day. I don't...
Again, that's just hoping he makes a mistake, though, too, right?
Well, and you'd have to hit it really good.
I think you can get this off 3 rails, but yeah, you got to hit it good. No. That's
Not enough right hand.
She hit it pretty hard, too,
She
I
did,
think.
yeah.
I think you need to hit it softer with more
Left spin.
Lots of left spin.
Yeah.
And like softer so it grabs lots off the second rail. It always wants to straighten out when you hit it that hard. Although I will say I don't know how often they play on 7-foot diamonds in Edmonton.
Yeah, she's a 9-foot player.
Where James, this is like his home bar, you know?
Yeah.
This is his bread and butter is these tables. This is what he's used to, right?
Yeah.
Used to the balls, the music, the atmosphere. There's a lot of value in that.
A huge amount.
She's used to 9-foots where the rails play much different.
They do. And a little bit more room to kind of work around.
Yeah, the pool room is much different as well. The pool room they play in.
Yeah.
Just the lighting can really mess with your eyes a little bit, right?
Yeah.
They have like the flat panel lights.
Yeah.
Over those tables as opposed to these.
That can be somewhat blinding,
lights.
those lights. So the room that we're talking about obviously is Top Shots in Edmonton. If you're ever up in the Edmonton area, make sure you go check out Top Shots. Really, really nice looking room.
Yeah, Sandy's homeroom there.
And as Ben mentioned, Sandy does give lessons. So if you're up in that Edmonton area, you can hook up with her and she'll show you the way. She has played a ton on the WPBA.
Oh, the cue ball on the side is contagious.
It sure is.
Oh, and this is wide open.
Yeah, Sandy's loving this.
Maybe open with the 1 if you like solids.
What's going on, AP? And Jason, brackets are on challenge. When you get onto challenge, search for high stakes U580. That'll bring up 2 brackets. You want to click on the one that has 40 players, not 38.
Yeah, she likes my idea. Open with the 1. I think you just play the 1, 6, 2, 7-3, but I mean those last 3 balls you can play in
Shooter's choice,
sort of
yeah.
any order too.
3-7-2.
Yeah, like I think the
I
only
like
ball
going-
you can't play is the 7 next, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she'll probably prove us wrong and spin over
probably.
there on the 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I like playing the 3 ball.
And come across between the 11-8. And you probably play the 7 next.
That leaves a 2 as an easy pot, easy shape to the 8.
Yeah, if you get straight, you can play the 8 on the left side.
Even off angle, I can put the 8 in the top, or sorry, in the bottom left-hand corner.
She might be playing this 8 ball in the top right after the 7 if she shoots the 2 first. She's looking at shooting the 2 first.
See, and I'm okay shooting the 7 here.
It just depends how much angle you have. It's a little tough to judge from here.
Yeah,
But
I think
thought-
she's got a lot of angle there she can work
Thought
with.
that too. You don't want too much angle on the 2 ball. That's all I'd be worried about.
There's the angle that she's
So
looking
if-
at.
so if I could
I think
just-
it's a natural 1 rail off the end
That's-
rail and
that's
back for the 2.
Just a touch of like top right and sort of towards the 8 ball here with the cue ball.
Perfect.
It's a little further away than she'd like. Is she horn hooked? Is she horn hooked, Grant?
No,
She
she
got the best view.
barely has it. I'm looking down the
Well, that's no fun if it's
looking
barely.
down the.
If it's like close one eye, that's no fun. I don't want to shoot that if it's that close.
It's close. That side horn can jump out. She
Okay.
does have it.
That makes getting on the 8 a little more difficult.
A little tricky.
Okay,
Yeah, good
sh-
shot.
Take what the table gives you
Yep.
there. Yeah.
I love that she didn't try to force that around.
Yeah, lots of players do some weird stuff there, trying to get on the 8 in a closer hole.
Yeah,
Just take the long shot.
she's got enough skill and potting ability. She can make that 8 from there. No problem.
This is a short shot on a 9 foot.
Yeah.
We were mentioning she plays a lot on 9 foot, so.
Leonard, what's going on? It's been a minute since I've seen you pop up on Q Sports Live. To the heart of the
Nice.
pocket. That will do. Did or have you played Bighorn Pub?
It's in Edmonton, I think.
I don't think I have.
Bighorns in Edmonton.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've been there at some point. I don't know if I played. No idea about the NAPA league. I don't know much at all about that, actually.
Nope. Me neither.
I didn't even know it was still around, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Rob wants to know when the next one is. Yeah. Well, all you have to know, Rob, is when they announce it.
Yeah,
you better
get in
see
now.
it in the first 12 hours.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't matter when the next one is, Rob.
Yeah, 100%. This, for those that are just joining us, this tournament is a 580 under Fargo rated tournament with a $500 per person entry fee. $50 of that went to your green fee and administration. $450 per player into the prize fund. $1,000 added puts it pretty darn close to a $20,000 prize pool. First place prize money for this tournament, $6,500.
What's up, Michael Peters? Make sure you got that share badge above your name there, Michael.
Indeed, look at them all. Josh,
That
Josh.
we might give away a little bit of money later. You gotta have that badge above your name. I
Indeed.
wouldn't want to see Michael miss out because he's one of those guys always watching.
No doubt. Something new that I came up with that aren't familiar with what Ben is referring to. At some point throughout this match or the rest of the evening, we'll decide on a shot. And if the player makes that shot, I'll give them $50 cash. That opens up the availability for our viewers to also win $50 cash. You must qualify for that by having the sharer badge over your name. If you have that sharer badge and you're the next one to comment after I say the word, you will earn yourself $50 cash just for tuning in and watching Q Sports Live tonight.
See, there's where it's good for pool. Because Rob Heimers is already out there trying to get his robustness up so he can play the next event. And I guarantee there's other players out there that are like practicing for the next event.
For sure.
The guys who didn't make the money in this one, you want to know how hungry they are? They're not going to let it happen again. The next event, they're going to practice all the way up, leading up to it, right?
Yep. Warren says, thank you. Thought so. We don't have any Fargo leagues close to me. Warren, we, as Q Sports Live, we have the answers coming for you. We announced earlier throughout today and yesterday, Q Sports Live does have their own international pool leagues starting up. We will have a ton of information released this week, so if you have not liked the Q Sports Live page, make sure you do. That's where all the updates will be. Ben and I will be live probably Sunday at some point a week from today. And we will have a Q&A all geared to all the questions and answers regarding that pool league. And it is literally an international pool league all over the world.
We're going to blow it up.
We are. We're going to do things the right way. Not that there's, I'm not saying everybody else out there is wrong, but what we feel is the right way.
And what you guys feel is the right way. And that's why we're going to do the Q&A. And maybe a couple of times. We just want to make sure everybody's happy, or as happy as they can be. We're not going to make everybody happy.
We can't make everybody happy, but, we've got a couple of differences. I'll give you one instance. There's 3 levels within the Q Sports Live League. Below those 3 levels, obviously, you're going to have the juniors. Above those 3 levels, you'll have the pros. And if you do not have an established Fargo rating, we will not start you at a rating of 525. You get to go to the middle of the pack, and you'll earn your way either up or down from there.
And that'll be somewhat dependent on
notability.
Well, and we'll have to see if Mike Page and Fargo is going to take the Ghost into consideration to build your Fargo.
Correct.
I know
he is
close.
Considering it. I can say that. They're working on something right now that will allow them to take Fargo rated.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what the Ghost Fargo rating should be. Does the Ghost have a Fargo?
Yep.
If the Ghost has a Fargo, then you can build yours off playing the Ghost.
Indeed.
They're missing balls.
And Warren, yes, the bracket is on Challenge. When you get there, search for high stakes U580, and you'll want the second option, the one that has 40 players, not 38.
It worked, Warren. Warren, man, you're in there. You got the share badge.
There you go, Greg. Greg also getting that sharer badge. So at some point between now and the end of the stream, we're going to be giving away some cash.
And there's kind of a question in the YouTube. Are we going to be coming somewhere near Ontario for a tournament?
The eventuality suggests we will eventually. But in order for that to happen, we've got to go back to some sense of normalcy. I would say not only in Canada, but I mean, if you've followed Q Sports Live for any amount of time, you know that we've traveled all over Canada and the U.S. doing pool live streams and broadcasting and so on and so forth. So as much as we would love to do it, the same as what we did prior, I can say that at this point it would have to be back to some sense of normalcy.
Man, James is getting loose with that cue ball. So many extra shots in this game. I think it shook him a little.
Yeah.
They've both shot, like 3 times, which can start to play in your head a little bit. Just like, can we play the next game already? What a fantastic pot.
Finish that off good.
John said it's 2-2 now, but I don't think so. They're counting with coins, and it's It's 3-1. Sandy's coin has not left 1.
Decatur, Illinois. Checking in. How are you, Charlie? And we'll give a shout out to Mitch Mapatak, one of the locals here in Calgary. If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, make sure you hit him up. Give him a call, 403-863-4122. And he will get you hooked up with a new ride.
Sounded and looked dry.
Mm-hmm. Like the desert. Bum, bum, bum.
Like the desert. Nobody flinched there.
Nope. That was a no-go.
It's like camping. Never going to let that one down, you know. Larry will hear that for the rest of his life.
Right. Kathy, when you do share, you have to make it public. So when you share, there's a drop-down menu. Just make sure you make that share public, and you'll earn yourself that sharer badge. Look at that. Look at all the sharers. All in a row. Boom, 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 boom. We appreciate that, guys. That gives us the warm fuzzies. Makes us, appreciate what it is that we're doing.
Ultimately, that's how we're going to grow the game, guys.
Oh, 100%.
We need, everybody to just share, just spam it. Just spam, share it, and eventually they'll notice us.
Yeah, Lee, you've got the share badge.
And when they notice us, we're going to pay you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
By giving away money. Cold, hard cash.
Hey, cash is king in my world.
And by cold, hard cash, I mean no one touches money anymore. So,
so we mean like e-transfer or
PayPal. Like cold, hard PayPal money.
Cold, hard PayPal. Willie from Philly in the house. What's going on, Will? So how does the table look here for Sandy? Shooting the 14. Shoots the eyes off of that ball.
If you're her right now, you gotta make a move.
Absolutely.
You can't not get out here, or you gotta win this rack. You just put too much pressure on yourself if you're down, 4-1, 5-1. It's just a tough battle when you're already under a lot of pressure because of the money jump, and there's a lot of factors here.
Well, and Sandy's a very well-known player. I'm sure she's got that extra little bit of pressure put on herself that naturally we apply.
Yeah, you can see they both do because they were both missing balls in the last game. They both missed a couple of balls.
What's going on, Champaign, Illinois? How are you, Brad?
Tony Cole's another one that's got to get that. Got to make sure when you share, it's public. So you got that share badge. Kevin Coleman, same, But Kevin says his doesn't show a public option. Well, it's in your settings somewhere there.
Yep.
Kevin. Justin Grant, also. We're going to give away $50 at some point in the next, few hours.
Indeed. Stay tuned. Share it up. That qualifies you.
Yeah.
Where else could you go to tune into a free live stream and make money at it?
I'll just give you money.
Right? Where can you do it? Q Sports Live, baby.
Yeah.
What's going on, Justin? Tuning in from PEI.
Corey Saddleback says he had a hard time playing on these tables. He doesn't know why. Corey, do you guys play on diamonds a lot? If you don't play on diamonds a lot, they play a lot different than other tables.
Oh, much different.
Corey Saddleback, he's just good at golf. I've seen him seen some of his Facebook stuff of him just bombing drives. Just a huge golfer. Can't be good at everything.
You're a
Blaine
banger.
agrees. No, they're very tricky. Diamond tables are tough if you don't play lots. Tight pockets, fast cloth, fast rails.
So I'm curious if that 7-2 is wired up for that top left-hand corner.
Maybe the side view.
The side view would probably
Side
show
view
us
will
that.
show us. He's looking.
Well, once he moves out of the way,
If it's frozen, then you can move
throw
it.
that. Yeah.
But
Just hit the
is it
top side of
frozen?
7.
If it's not frozen, then you can't. But we should be able to tell if he, tries to go into it. He could always get underneath it from the 3. If you got good on the 3, you just get underneath those balls.
Corey says he's in the market for one. Let me know if you come across one locally. So there you go, guys. If you're within the vicinity of Edmonton or Calgary and you have a diamond table for sale, we got your buyer.
They're going to be tough to
He's a
find.
golfer. Oh, right now they're going to be extremely difficult to find. Look at this shot. Does he get the nudge?
What a shot.
What a shot.
What a shot. Justin Grant says they just played their provincial. I watched some of it.
Yep.
It was predictable.
Yes.
Lorne is unstoppable. Guy plays good. Lorne Allaire.
I enjoyed our time when we were out in PEI.
There's another guy I've never lost to in my life. 1-0. Played him once. Got lucky. But he's arguably a better player than me. He plays really, really good. That's like the 5th year in a row or something he won that tournament.
Yeah. Look at Mr. Hornby.
Speaking of playing really, really well.
Look at this guy go.
But yeah, there's another disappointing tournament that we didn't get to go to, Charlottetown tournament was, some of the most fun I had the entire year.
We got cut off right as we were about to leave, literally that day, for Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is a fun tournament too.
Well,
I had more fun in Charlottetown than I did in Niagara Falls.
I did too, but I missed PEI, or not PEI. I missed Penticton, and I missed.
Well, Penticton was like the last tournament right before Vegas.
Yeah, but I missed the one before that in BC2 in
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo was right around this time of year. Just came up on my in my memories, Facebook memories.
I missed that one, and then I was down in Seattle for Penticton, so I hadn't played a CCS event, and I was still packing. As of 9 o'clock the morning of the shutdown, I was still packing. I wanted to go.
Yeah, me too.
By 10 o'clock, I was unpacking.
Yeah, those guys in Charlottetown, like Justin Grant says, we were awesome.
You guys were awesome.
Some of the best hosts that we had the entire year. Like
100% agree.
Really,
They
really great.
treated us really well when we were there.
It's different being there, So it's like small town feel was so great.
Yep.
Close community. That was such a good time.
Kevin, that would be in your personal settings. So when you set up your personal Facebook page, the setting that you put was private only. You've got to go give yourself permission to share publicly. Yeah, you can also share to a pool group. And overcut.
Yeah,
on
share
that
to
ball.
a group. There you go. That's how you beat the
That's
system.
how you beat the system.
Share to a group, you can't go wrong.
There's a lot of different pool groups around the world.
Oh, yeah. You did that too. Well, maybe we'll make an exception for like one person. Could be you, Kevin. We'll put your name in the hat.
Correct.
No one else gets an exception. Everyone else must have the share badge. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Sandy's got to make a move here.
Move in time.
Oh, man, is it ever. It's either moving time or packing time.
Yeah.
Because you're packing your stuff here going home after this.
Mm-hmm. This is for life. This is a B-side match.
Yeah, somebody asked if this was A or B side. That was my way of answering it.
Kevin. Nope. Was it Kevin?
Lenny wants to know where to find the draw.
Draws can be found on the link that Jim Orzel just posted. You can copy that link if it doesn't come up as a live link. You can just copy that and paste that into your URL, or you can go search for challenge. When you get onto challenge, do a search for high stakes U580. It'll bring up 2 of those. You want the one with 40 players, not the one with 38.
What kind of cloth, Leonard wants to know. It's Simonis. Simonis cloth. Only the best for these diamond tables, you know. Thin and fast.
Love it. At first, when the diamond tables first got here to Calgary, I just couldn't do it. They were so fast.
Well, and didn't it seem like the pockets were impossibly tight?
Oh, for sure they were.
Like you couldn't hit the ball hard.
Nope.
And I think about that often.
Yeah.
Like every time I slop in a ball, I'm like, man, I remember when these seemed so hard.
Yep.
Like you couldn't make a ball in the corner.
It's
right?
so true.
Now it just feels like
nothing.
Could make them a little smaller, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I would agree.
Good shot here from Sandy. Just a stop shot here, and she's going to get this to 4-2.
Ah, there you go, Tony.
Yeah, Tony got it figured out.
Scott Atkinson still hasn't figured it out. When you share Scott, not when you scare shot. When you share Scott.
Oh, she slopped it in and slid just far enough over.
Oh, no.
This could be devastating. This is 5-1 or 4-2. It's like 5-1 is so hard to come back from an alternate break.
The heartbreaker.
Oh, that was tough. She cheated the pocket.
The heartbreaker.
She's just a millimeter to the left. She's okay there. She could cut it in. You know, wouldn't have been that bad, but she didn't put the ball in clean, and that's what happened.
Yep.
Cheated that hole just a little bit. She might still make the kick, though. Oh, that's good effort.
A good effort, however, probably not going to work in her favor for this rack.
She's not going to be thrilled about that. She's going to know that's like the match is slipping away. It's like slipping out of your grasp slowly. It's a gut-wrenching feeling.
Oh, it's like a slow death.
It is like slow death, yes.
And there's just nothing you can do about it. You get to sit there and watch your opponent.
Hey, there's CJ. He played great this event. CJ had
Sure
a good
did.
event. Nothing wrong with a fifth, sixth in this field. Real
No
tough field.
doubt. Still made $700 for the weekend.
Yeah, nothing.
Not a
wrong
bad
with,
little payday.
A $700 profit is a good weekend in my books.
I agree.
Doing what you love.
Yeah.
How you gonna beat that,
I wish I could do that every weekend.
right?
Hey, we're doing it all for you guys, Leonard. We have a plan. We have a goal. It involves all of you. Hence why we're putting together the Q Sports Live Pool League. I'll put that up on the next rack. I'll show you the poster that we made for that.
We should show them the trophies too.
Oh, heavens, yeah.
At some point in this match,
You know.
because it should be noted that the loser of this is not getting a trophy. The winner is getting at least a third place trophy. Oh, there you go, quick in while he's not shooting. Got it right there.
Booyah.
Sweet.
How's that for your wishes, my command, sir?
Yeah, so there's like the big grand champion one that your name's going to go on, and that one kind of stays at the pool room. And then you get the little one, first, second, third gets one.
Will the loser be in the money?
go
Oh, heavens, yeah. So for...
like CJ was saying, he got 1,200. Grant and I were just saying 7. 'Cause
you
that's how
made
much you
700,
profit.
correct.
We're always
you
looking
paid
at
500.
We're always looking at the profit.
That's right.
But you paid it so long ago that you totally forgot about the 500.
Yeah.
So it feels like you made 12, right? Because you got money back that you had already written off.
That's
kind of
correct.
Thing, right?
Yeah. Fargo rate robustness is a number of games they have recorded on you. Correct. So, Stephen, just for yourself and anybody else that hasn't tuned in up until now, yes, by all means they will make the money. There were 40 players in this event that paid $500 entry fee. So first place going to take home $6,500. Second place for $4,200. Third place taking home $2,700. Fourth will get $1,800. The 5-6 spot took home $1,200. The 7th, 8th spot took home $700. Hey Brent, thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that, Brent.
James is making short work of this, but he's going to be stuck on the last ball. I'm fairly certain you can't spin the 15 ball in without hitting the 3 first.
So do you take what the table gives you, cut in the 11 ball, take the bank on the 15?
Bank it. I was so hoping you were going to say that.
Kick the door down, right?
For sure you do. For sure. You just, you went with the corner and spin into it. Risky business.
Did he get there?
He's got the side pocket.
Let's have a look. Does he have enough behind the 3? No.
Side pocket. And this is like the toughest shot you could possibly have in this game.
You have to hit this with left-hand spin on the cue ball to spin your object ball with right-hand spin.
Yep. So it's not
so
as
that
thin.
So it gains the angle needed to get to that side pocket.
And that way you don't scratch as much.
Yes.
Because you got to hit it so thin, cue ball wants to go straight towards the hole. Sandy's got to definitely get out here. She's still in this match. You cannot write her off. But if she doesn't get out this time, it's kind of the beginning of the end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's still in this, you know? James is going to get nervous as the score gets closer.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I know James quite well, and I know he's shaking like a leaf right now.
Of course. Who wouldn't be?
Deep breaths, right?
Yeah. Warren says, then how does the robustness drop? The only way that happens if you've been entered into Fargo twice with either a slightly different spelling or just a double entry with your name, then, you know, depending on which of those you look up, your robustness will be the same or drop.
Sometimes they just delete one, and then you're like, what the?
Yeah, they did that to me.
Well, they figured it out is what happened. They figured out you had 2.
Yep.
They usually just take the higher one, right?
Yep.
That's the right way to do it. You don't take the lower one. Take the higher one. There's been many instances of double names, of course.
Correct.
Or, you know, they're recording scores for a Warren Saffel that lives in Virginia. Could have the same name, you know. There's no Grand Zemps.
There's none. Only one. They broke the mold.
There's lots of Ben Francis
There
that don't
is.
play pool.
Yes.
There's only one Ben Francis that plays pool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Ben Francisco that happens to live
here,
right here
in Calgary.
of all the places in the world.
Yeah. And can we pin it? I have tried. It's
Won't
not
let us
letting
pin
us.
Won't let us pin it anymore.
Yeah, maybe it will here because I am on my own.
No.
No,
It will not.
I just liked it instead.
But you can copy the link if it won't work.
Or you can just search on challenge. Oh, beautiful shot.
Fearless. That's how you got to play when you're down 5-1.
I agree.
Just don't mess around.
Well, and you can't count Sandy out. I would never count her out, no matter what the score is, until I drop the final 8 ball. But
Yeah.
she's got tons of experience, plays for the WPBA. And you can't count out her experience. She's been in this position numerous times, worked her way through. I would expect that she'll come with it.
Do you know what her highest rank in WPBA was? I know she like broke the top 16 once, right? I was just curious. I was just thinking. I can't remember if she broke the top 10.
Yep.
I know she was quite high ranked up there in
She was,
WPBA, which
yeah.
is not easy to do. That's a field of a lot of really
monsters.
tough ladies.
Yeah. A field of monsters.
There's another one that's got a Barb. You got to make sure when you share it that it's public.
Yes.
So you get that nice little badge over your name, share. That way, when we give away $50 later, you got a chance to win it.
Who doesn't want to win $50? Come on, guys.
And you're right, Barb. She hasn't got a break in this match. Kind of everything's gone James's way.
But you know what? The pool gods seem to be somewhat nasty that way, where they, at some point in the match, decide, okay, you've had your turn, and they turn the taps off, and it goes to the other player.
I fully believe, like, you just deserve nothing. So it's like, when it's giving you stuff, you better take it. Because you don't deserve it. Oh,
I have
break here.
I know. I gotta go for a walk. Gosh. Sorry, I keep doing it to you, Benny.
No, you're good. You were here all day yesterday. I'll probably go for a walk too after you come back if she gets out here.
Yeah.
Oh, she lost the ball.
Yeah, she miscued it. Although,
flicked one in the side.
She got one. She's looking a little tough. I'm gonna go for a quick walk here. I'll be right back.
Bit of a tricky layout. At first glance, solids doesn't look that bad because I think the 6 goes. You can play short side on the 1. And you can open with the 4 here, which is another sort of tricky ball. I mean, this isn't an ideal opening shot, but if you make it, you're looking good. Wiggled it in, and that's what created the nudge, unwanted nudge on the 6, I believe. Reevaluate, find a shot. 2 ball might be able to get her into the 6 later on, but this is not ideal now. She didn't want to nudge the 6 there. This is pretty thin to control, so I would think she's probably playing this safe. That's correct. Put your ball over the hole. And didn't really leave James a very makeable shot. It's possible to back cut the 15 in the side. Or just rub the 11 and contain behind the 8, sort of. He thinks maybe the combo goes, but I'm fairly certain it doesn't. He's now calling the in off. He's calling the 11 in the top right. Combo actually came pretty close. There you go, Doug. Giving some good info there. Fargo is a great system. I mean, as long as they keep getting lots of games from lots of different players, it's going to become more accurate. The more players they have, the more games, the more everybody's gets a little more accurate. The bank combo, but I don't know what good that did. I'm really surprised she played that. because she knew the cue ball was going down there. She probably should have just called safe. There's no value in making that ball, not in my opinion.
The only value is the fact that she's still at the table.
Yeah.
She's got her fate in her own hands at this point.
Well, can she get the 6 out now? No, she can't.
You can play underneath it.
Yeah, play underneath later on. That's so tough. Well, she left the 9 ball and the 5 ball there, which is maybe going to save her later on.
So if you're James, are you going to try to kick down the door here knowing that you've got that 6 ball tied up and bank the 9?
Bank it. Oh, you're on the ball today. It's
Hey.
awesome. Just killing it.
Every now and again, I
yeah.
have flashes of brilliance.
And because all you need to do is stop the cue ball.
That's it.
Right? So you can play
Bank
it a
the
little
9.
firm, straighten it out,
Yeah.
stop the cue ball, and you know if you make the shot, you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
Like everything else is fairly routine. The
Yeah,
10
'cause
looks a little funny by the 6, but it's not bad. You
It's
got all
not
your
bad.
balls down there.
Well, and you can cut it in. You've got breakout options, all kinds of things going on.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, he's probably still
Is he
in a
on
good
the
spot.
right angle on that 15 to
roll
float for the
forward.
9?
Yeah, I think he is. It's got to be pretty close. It might be taking him below. So I might have to shoot the 11 first. He's looking at the 11.
Well, and Tony, Tony says she likes to hammer the ball. It's not that she likes to hammer the ball. You got to know that Sandy is acclimated, and her table is a 9-foot table, not a 7-foot table.
Well, and you know what you'll see from a lot of the better players is when they're playing box 8, they like to hit the ball firm.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of roll shots happening.
Nope. And I think on that long shot, I think it was more conditioning to being played on or having played on the 9-foot.
She got a bigger stroke, yeah. Oh, what a great shot there. Just picked the 6 out perfectly.
Are you drawing off the 10 for the 9 right here,
Yeah.
Ben?
Yeah, just draw back. And if you don't get there, like, you're going to get another chance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he hit it really hard. How far did this draw?
I can't tell.
Behind the 5. Worst case scenario.
He doesn't look happy.
It's behind the 5.
Oh.
Worst. Absolute worst case scenario. But, like, the power in his stroke there was way too much. You need to,
That
like,
was a
soft
9-foot
draw.
table,
You
yeah.
need to soft draw it.
That was a 9-footer stroke.
So speaking of Sandy hitting the ball a little too hard,
Mm-hmm. Well, and you can feel kind of the tension in James right now, right? It's tough to finish out.
man, it's getting close.
Getting on the hill is tough, but finishing out is even tougher.
He's been on the B side for a while too.
Mm-hmm. He's battled.
Oh,
no doubt.
And he lost to Sandy earlier.
Yes, that is true.
This is like the revenge, which means even more. It's a hit, but it's not going to do him much good.
Nope. I think Sandy gets to claw one back, and that'll start to apply pressure, kind of get in the mind of James a little bit. I won't say she's completely in there yet, but if she takes this one and the next one,
Pressure can build. It's a huge factor in this
Mhm.
game, especially at these stakes.
No, I didn't think you were criticizing at all, Tony.
Tony, you're always good in our books, bud.
Wow. I think she rushed that shot.
Did she get away with it?
I don't know. I think the 9 passes. Maybe?
No. Can you see the 10?
I don't think so.
Not enough to cut it in.
And even the cut to for the 9 to the top right, that's thin as thin gets.
Well,
You gotta almost take the paint off the 9 ball.
you roll onto the 10 here. He can see full ball, so he could roll behind the 15.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk too loud because he's right in front of me, but he's called the bank on the 10. That's not good. It doesn't go from there.
Unless you correct that with inside.
All the inside in the world won't make that ball go, but he did get pretty close.
Wow.
I like what Sandy's doing here. She's like, I am going to go wash my hands out of here. I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, of course. Player break. The emoji is calling timeout. So as the players go on break, I will show you that Q Sports Live International Pool League poster. Full international play. We'll be releasing a ton of information regarding the Pool League for Q Sports Live this week. So, as I mentioned before, make sure you've gone onto the Facebook page, hit the like button, not just the follow button. That way you're updated with all of the latest information. Ben and I will be going live 1 week from today with a Q&A geared 100% towards the Pool League. I'll speak more to, I guess, the end goal of what that is more than the starting. To start, obviously, we've got to start with playing the Ghost, but the end goal being to have all options. So playing the Ghost, Scotch doubles, a singles league, teams, all the different games, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, one pocket, straight pool, you name it. We want to have the ability to offer that. Going to take a little bit of time to get there. Obviously, it'll be based on the amount of interest that we get initially, and then go forward. But we're excited about it. We've put a lot of work into it. We're in negotiating right now and trying to put things to finalize with having it sanctioned for BCA as well as VNEA. So while the countries around the world are in various stages of places being open or closed down, this will give you the option to kind of keep yourself in check as far as skill and be able to play. So we're really looking forward to bringing that out. But certainly pay attention this week to Q Sports Live. We will release a ton of information. If you do have any questions regarding the league, even before the Q&A on Sunday, please do send us a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page. We'd love to hear it. That gives us a good base for what we need to do going forward and what we need to have as far as answers for everybody when we do go live. But we are certainly looking forward to it. Yeah, it's been a long couple of days of pool. Prior to the shutdown, the pool stamina for everybody, I think, was much higher than what it is now. With taking 3-4 months off, depending on your location. Pool stamina and tournament stamina, probably not the same as what it once was. So certainly fatigue would definitely come into play. Nice little punch over, creating herself a little bit of angle. Might have to go thin back and forth. Leave the cue ball to the middle of the table, kind of up by that left side pocket. Instead, punches into the 9-ball, leaves herself good on the 8. I would suspect this will be in the heart of the pocket. And she'll start to claw her way back. This is why I say you can never count out Sandy Badger. And as I suspected, to the heart of the pocket. So it's going to start to, kind of creep into James's mind here a little bit. Had his opponent down 5-1 with a chance to get onto the hill. And the score is now 5-3. That's going to start to kind of creep in James's mind a little bit. But I think it would be very, very fitting to watch and see this match at least go hill-hill. Yeah, I think it's starting to get in the way. James just let out a big sigh. We'll see what happens here on the break. Oof, that sounded like a good break. Needs a ball, though. Not going to get it. Absolutely wide open spaces here. Not a ball touching. This could play perfect for Sandy here. Just have to watch that first shot. If she's going to try the 1-4 combo, you've got to be able to control the 1 ball and the cue ball. Don't want that 1 ball to jump up off that back rail into the 14 ball. She's going to go high ball instead. High ball wide open as well. Shooter's choice here. And this could be absolutely perfect for what Sandy needed. She can get this game. Score is 5-4, her break. Ricky, this is a B-side match. B semi, I believe. Look at this break, not a ball down. Gonna play perfect for what Sandy's looking for. Just has to maintain control of that cue ball. Play your position, 1 shot at a time. And if she can get this to 5-4, now she'll really be in the head of James. Because it'll be her break.
I watched that break from behind, too. James just crushed
Oh,
it.
he did?
He's extremely unlucky to not make a ball.
Yeah, absolutely crushed it.
That was a key shot.
Oh, no.
That was the key shot.
Didn't want... I think she was playing for the 10 ball next.
Yeah, because the 10, 9, 15, 11, you know, it was all down there next.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be coming back for the 10 later.
No, you're going to have to shape the 8 off the 10. Although, maybe you leave the 15 here?
I think you have to play this ball, then the 10, and then the 15, because I think she has too much angle here to hold this ball.
Well, if she can create the opposite angle, she can go 2 rails out from the 11.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, she was trying to get on the 10. She's on it.
Mm-hmm.
She did not want to be on that side, but she's perfect.
Is she on the 10?
Oh, yeah.
Can she see it?
Yeah, I'm looking right down the barrel. She's perfect.
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go. So the pool gods have flipped over a little bit throughout the earlier in the match. They would have stuffed that 7 ball right in the way.
I preach that a lot too. I'm like, you know, just hang around.
Mm-hmm.
The luck turns around. Sometimes you can feel like you're just getting all the bad rolls and your opponent's getting all the good rolls. I'm like, they can have all the good rolls at the start.
Absolutely. I want them at the end.
Just want them at the end.
And a little bit shy on
Inside.
on this one.
She's a little inside out, so a little left spin required here, and maybe even just the 5, because it's hard to just hold it.
Yeah.
And then you risk missing the ball.
Well, and you risk getting behind that 5 ball. So if she really wants to be sure, punch the 15 off the rail and come on top of the 5. Take the steeper cut on the 11.
That's what she's looking at. That's what she's looking at. If she can play the 11 from above the 5.
Because even myself, right, in this spot, to try to come up with that touchy inside shot and still risk that 5.
But I think from above the 5, the cut on the 11 is too thin. You're losing the cue ball too much. I'm going to have to go into the 8, and then I hate that. I'd rather spin this in than have to do that.
Yeah, but
you just have to weigh your options here.
You could maybe try to use the 2 ball to kind of slow the cue ball a little bit.
That's where you got to weigh your option. Would you rather do that, or would you rather do this now, right? So you got to pick which one you hate less, right?
I don't mind that going above the 5 ball.
This is going to have to work. Can she spin and miss the 2 and maybe go into the 5
Oh,
now?
she can miss all of that too. You could put this in at pocket weight with some right hand spin, still miss the 2, and have the 8 into that same pocket.
It just sucks to have to hit it that soft.
Yes.
Again, it brings up missing the pot, and you can't miss any. You can't miss any pots. This is a big shot. Slow right spin to throw the ball in.
Perfect.
It's okay to be a little far away.
Yeah, she can spear this in no problem.
But this is a little further away than she wanted to be.
It is, but given what she just played on to get above that 5 ball, this is what she was playing for.
Yep. Yep. She was, like we say, taking what the table gave her, right?
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Peter? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, no. Well, good news, bad news.
One
Eight balls
thing
blocker.
I will say is that in pressure moments, some players, you'll see them really fighting to get closer to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, if it's the first game, yeah, I'll be far away and just fire it.
Yeah.
But as it gets tighter, you're like, I want to be closer. I'll do anything to be closer. I'll miss a ball earlier and dog it, right?
Oh, man. I think James took that for total granted.
Gotta play safe here.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it too loud because he's pretty close again, but there's a lot of ways you can get safe, and she can't kick it in from
100%.
a lot of places.
100%.
Right? Rather than risk shooting this.
Oh, yeah. And doing that.
And doing that.
Nice nudge on the 8, and Sandy's sitting pretty.
It was a high-risk shot.
It was. Way better off playing the safe, like you said.
I think, and it's hard to do.
Oh, it totally is. Because you're giving control.
Yeah, and you're just wide open, and you would hate if they kicked it in.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to look for a good spot where they can't kick it.
Mm-hmm.
And with the 8 being behind the 5 like that, there were a ton of spots where she had, like, literally nothing.
I agree.
Like a 3 rail from in behind it or something to kick it towards the side. Like, she would have had 0 way.
Yeah. I would have just come off the bottom side of 1, put it off the side rail, and stuff the cue ball.
Either one of those balls that were near the cue ball, he could have used to, like, get a good save.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. You get behind one of those balls as well as the 5 is in the way of the 8. Now you got 2 balls in the way of the 8. It's like,
well, and remember that moment in the match.
Yeah, because she made a big mistake by missing that 8, and he didn't punish her, and it's going to put a lot of pressure on him.
Of course, and now it's 5-4.
And it took it all off of her.
I agree.
Because she was like,
down and out.
Sitting in her chair after she missed the 8 going, oh, what have I done? 6-3, right?
Yep.
Oh, wait.
5-4.
And I'm breaking? Yeah. Yeah, that's...
She could literally be free stroking here.
Steal the match with that game.
Look outside pocket. It is hungry today.
I was just going to say it's eating up cue balls. Like, how many times have they scratched in one of those sides in this match alone? That's got to be the 4th time. Oh, this is a weird match.
Trevor, this is the B-side semifinal. The winner of this will go on to play Aaron
Watchmaker, awaiting the winner.
That will be your B final. And the winner of that will move on to play Bryce. Provided, of course, we get all of that done before... Wow, was that wobbly?
Before 11.
Before 11 o'clock.
Well, it wobbled so much it made our camera autofocus weird.
It sure did. made the camera shake his head.
This is...
Oh, again. Again.
Just looks a little tentative.
Oh, man, does he ever?
A little
How
tentative.
bad is Sandy in his head right now?
He's in his own head.
Yeah.
The only thing is he's got a little insurance. He left that 14 down there. He's plugged that top right hole. Sandy's got to, like, break the 7-2 and break the 6-3.
Wow.
And if you're James, you maybe hope she goes for it.
You know what? If I'm Sandy, I am going for it. I'm punching right into that 6 ball.
You had to hit it like break speed.
Oh, yeah. That was...
yeah, you're only ever going to push it over there where it...
I think it goes. I think the 13's high enough in the box.
See the side view is there. The side view will tell us right away. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think it goes. I think it slips by there.
I think so. She might have to use the horn of the other side of the pocket, but then naturally plays off the 13 and in.
These are so deceiving on the diamond table, though, I will say.
They are.
So many times you're like, oh, yeah, it'll slip by there, and it just plugs. And they just sit right next to each other, and all you did was, like, put their ball a little closer to the hole.
And if if she can hold that cue ball.
See, just like that.
Yep.
They just sit right next to each other where you thought, oh no, it'll go by it.
Yep. And now James is just going to, I think, use that 12 ball and make the 13, and you might have to put some power behind that.
He's going to look at another shot first, I think, because he would love to keep that there as more insurance, right? He's putting on the brakes a little here. Usually he would have shot that already.
Yeah.
But now he's going to start thinking because he's made some mistakes, right?
I agree. But if you're going to shoot this combination right now, you got to put a little power in it.
Or, yeah.
He stuck it.
That's the thing. If you could hit on the right angle and stick it, yeah, that was good. That was a good shot.
One of those two had to happen there. Either power through it or kind of stick it.
Yeah, a lot of times you can just end up with that ball right behind the 7.
Yeah.
And now she has control, right?
And that's always what happens to me in that spot.
Well, I'm not sure if I liked shooting that ball first.
Well, he does have the 15 ball. Is he in on the 14? He is. So he's given up control right here. From here, you got to run out.
Yeah, you run out. But the 11's in such a good spot to get him to the 15. He's okay.
And he's got good angle here on the 10. Float out towards the left-hand side pocket.
And get angle on the 11.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. He's shooting the 15 first now.
Wow.
Oh, he's got to look. Take a look, James.
And you'll know this. The part of shooting quick like this, you either live by the sword or you die by the sword.
For sure. Just like what just happened there.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to shoot quick. It's another thing to make quick decisions.
Correct.
I think he had to look at shooting the 15 first there.
I agree. 100%.
He wasn't going to get a good rub very often.
Nope. Not in that spot.
But what do I know? Maybe he got a good rub and maybe this is wired off the ball.
You know what? It's exactly what he's looking at. He's playing it off the 2.
Is he playing it in off or is he just cutting it? Because potentially
it does cut.
Could cut it too.
It's not frozen to the 2, so it is cuttable.
Oh, this is close. Wow, what a good effort.
Really good effort.
He was going to have a shot on the 8, but not one he liked.
Well, and you're forcing Sandy to take the 4 ball right away.
You know what I thought at the very beginning of that rack was the 14 is the ball you used to get on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, at all costs, shoot the other balls first, no matter what I got to do.
Yep.
So I thought he might have shot the 15 early, save the 11, use the 14. You might have a long shot on the 8, but you have insurance the whole time. You have the 6-3 just in jail over there, right?
Uh-oh.
Where is this going? She's struggling a little with the speed too, right?
I agree.
Which we all do.
Big match, this one.
She might end up shooting a combination next year.
Yeah, she could play the safety too. Use the 6 ball, move that out of the way, use the 8 ball as a beach ball.
Yeah, that's probably not bad. And you don't want to take any chances here.
She's going to maybe play the 2-way. Call the 6 ball bank. If she misses, she leaves it there for the 3.
The problem is, like, you don't want to let him see it, and you don't want to get too close to the 3 in case you make the bank. Reckless that shot was, I think. I think she hit that a little reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Does the 8 pass the 3? That is the burning question now. Because you're not getting on the other side of it.
Nope.
You're not getting underneath it.
Nope.
So it either passes the 3 or you're banking it.
Well, they both looked at it. Oh.
I had to make that ball first.
Wow.
This is going to cause trouble down there. Now she's got some easier safeties. If she chooses.
Oh, she means business. She slammed that chalk on the table.
She can't be happy with the way she's playing.
No. She slammed that chalk on the table.
She's been like almost unbeatable this whole tournament.
I got,
very,
100%
very
agree.
close to unstoppable. She had one bad match, but not a big deal. Double elimination. She's probably still thinking, okay, I'm right there.
Yeah.
Couple matches, I'm back in the final. It's not a big deal, right?
I agree, Kevin. This is a big money match. And their nerves have got to be playing into this.
Well, I know if I was out there right now, I would be shaking. I would be nervous. I'd be thinking about the money.
Mm-hmm. The money, the
And
trophy, the everything.
The trophy and the money.
Yeah. So again, got herself into a little bit of trouble here. I think it's an easier safety chip off the 6, a little bit of bottom right on the cue ball, play off the side rail, and just leave it back down at the end of the table down.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful. You don't want to catch the horn, or you don't go like straight in the corner, or like you don't even want to let him see any of that ball, right?
That's what she's looking at, is the potential to go to the corner. That's why I put bottom right.
I think even without the bottom, I think she can be thin enough to just put right, but it's like paper thin, right?
Yeah, take the paint off.
Like that.
But you're gonna let.
Well, she didn't get there.
It's a foul.
Oh no, that's the only thing that could go wrong there. Because even if she let him see the right side of the ball from down here, you can't like, cut it in and give shape on the 8th there. Yeah. No, I would let him see half the ball.
Probably handled this a lot of times. What's first place? First place is only $6,500. Second place, $4,200. Big. Oh my goodness!
What just happened there?
He got a rub on the 1 ball on the
What
follow
just
through.
happened there?
He didn't line it up straight.
And he hammered it. He hit it pretty hard. This tells me it doesn't go by the 3. He's going by the 3.
Is he playing safe behind the 3?
He's plugging.
Plug the pocket.
Did he, though?
I think he did. You got the.
Yeah, he did.
But
that just buys you another shot where you're hooked.
Yeah, and all Sandy needs to do is stun into the 6 ball. Or push through the 6 ball.
Man, but we've seen this go wrong before.
Oh, no doubt.
I would be willing to let him kick off the top rail, because he needs to like hit the side rail and just the 8 before the 3. I'm gonna like call a ref.
Oh, 100%.
Way better chance he hits the 3 and makes the 8.
I agree.
Than just kick it in. That's like, I'd be willing to let him shoot that, knowing he probably won't shoot that, right?
Oh, is she gonna shoot the 7?
I don't mind shooting. Maybe one
this
of
is
these
your
balls.
game.
Maybe one of these balls.
That's a nice shot. She's got options.
I mean, ultimately, yeah, you have to do something with the 3. But
I think she just called safe. I think she makes the 1 and leaves a cue ball down here.
Well, there's no value in making the 1. So just like leave the 1 on the table, but still put the cue ball down there. Again, you can let him see the back half of the ball. It's not really going to do much.
I don't mind her making the ball. Just takes 1 more ball off the table that could potentially leave for after. I'd rather have a 3-ball run than a 4-ball run in this spot.
I like more soldiers there in case he kicks and does something funny. I have 1 more ball.
We've seen
to
that
kick
how many
at, right?
times?
Yeah, because he's going to go below. And now you at least have 1 more ball to hide behind, right? Because you're probably going to need to hide again.
Yep.
But that extra soldier can be big. She's in a tough spot here now. Because it's hard not to leave him a bank, right?
That's the problem. This is why I didn't mind making that 1 ball, right?
Well, either way,
so it's a back
he was
bank.
going to be in that spot. She was going to be in that spot.
Yeah.
Either way.
So I'd rather have only 2 balls after than 3. But again, that's just me. Oh, and he well overhit it. Well overhit it.
He hit it pretty hard. I feel like he hit it pretty hard.
He did hit it hard. Well, here's Sandy's chance to tie up the ball game. Hit reset, and it's a race to 2.
This has been a nerve-filled match.
Sure has.
For sure it has.
For both players.
Yeah. Yeah, both of them have showed sort of how much money's on the line. I don't blame them. Like I said, I'd be shaken too. This would be nerve-wracking. I've only played for this amount of money a handful of times too, you know. It's not fun.
No. That's
only afterwards.
Right?
When you think about it after. Yeah, that was fun.
Roll forward 6 in the side. wobbles it in,
Yeah,
but it's in the hole.
I would have played a stop shot. And
Only
shot the
reason is the
corner
angle, I think.
Top left.
Yeah, I think only because of the angle.
She just had a hair of angle, yeah.
Yeah, and if she hits that wrong, cue ball goes directly into that hungry side
towards
pocket.
the side.
Yeah.
I hate rolling balls when I'm nervous.
Oh, I hear ya. Wants to be just off the rail.
Bit of a tester here. This is a really big shot.
Yeah. Take your time. Walk the table once, twice. Then get up and fire it in the hole. But again, she's been in this position so many times. I don't think this will be an issue for her. She meant... Oh, no.
Are you
No way.
kidding me? Oh, she just said the same thing to herself. Are you kidding me? I think is he supposed to shoot this ball?
Wow.
Or is it okay that it's okay that he's not shooting it, right?
I think it's okay.
Like the
Ball in hand with a spotted 8 ball.
she's thinking about it. Yeah. She's wow. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
I mean, I knew that was an option, but I thought, no, it's not.
No, she won't hit it that hard.
I didn't want to say it because then it usually comes true.
Well, you thought it.
So I was just
we
like,
can blame
yeah,
Ben.
you could blame me because I thought it has to be my fault.
Of
somehow.
course. Wow.
Looks like the people are loving this match too. Make sure you guys keep clicking that share button.
Indeed. The more the merrier. What else you got better to do on a Sunday evening than watch Q Sports Live, have an option to or an opportunity to win $50 and watch some great pool.
And this is great.
Oh, look at the break.
Yeah. Last time you hit it like that,
break.
it came up dry last time you hit it like that, so that was brave of
Yeah.
him to hit it the same way.
Oh, I love low ball right now. 7 ball's the only trouble, but it goes to that left-hand side pocket, bottom left-hand corner. I'm in love with low ball.
Yeah, you can't really shoot high ball because of where the 14 is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could, but it's not favorable. It's not that easy.
I don't mind 1 ball, 3 ball, 2 ball, 6 ball.
It just gets a little tricky from there.
It does.
Because then you're like, you can get on the right angle on the 4
Mm-hmm.
to get to the 7, but then you're getting from the 7 to the 3 is, you hate that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why he's going stripes.
And missed it.
Or maybe this is his plan.
It could be. The only problem with that plan is you've left her the angle on the 9 to punch out the 15.
If she wants to. She can float underneath it. She could play off the 4 and open the pocket. Ooh, genius. That's the shot.
That's the shot for
That's the
sure.
Yeah, it's so much easier from here, right? If I'm down there, I'm like hitting the 4 way too thick. Sell out, right?
No doubt. Trevor, I'm at work here at casino. Keep getting warnings to get off my phone, but it's dead here. Just tell your boss Q Sports Live said don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You got the next 4 hours off with pay.
Oh, the 15 in the side. She had the perfect angle to do this. I thought she had way more angle now.
Yeah.
I thought she had way more. She was like close to straight.
Wow. James, that is going to haunt him potentially. Hey, you're welcome, Trevor.
YouTube saying the audio is a little choppy. Usually
Very well could be.
give it a minute. It should be okay.
Somebody's on the computer here. We're hardwired into their system, but it will correct itself. Oh, no.
No, she's okay. She's okay. She's going to be glad that ball didn't go in, though, let me tell you.
No doubt. You'd rather James be shooting from here than Sandy.
I know we touched on this earlier when Aaron was ahead. it's so hard to finish.
It is.
So even though Sandy's downhill to 4, it's like, this is not over yet.
No. And that was a really good safety there from James.
Yeah, smart shot.
Indeed.
Although he has left her the 15 on the side. That's just really thin, so he's willing to bet that she loses the cue ball again.
Well, and does it track into that bottom left-hand corner with that thin of a cut?
Yeah, or towards the 1, in which case it ends up like down here too far.
Mm-hmm. Because 13 doesn't go into the side. Well, she'd have the 14 ball sitting up at the top there. Is she back cutting the 10?
Yeah, she's playing the 10 in the bottom right.
Wow, shooting to the blind pocket.
Difficult shot, but she pots well. Don't mind that choice. If you get down and you like it, then shoot it, you know?
Well, I would venture to say if the 2 goes by the 12 to the bottom left, that would be my starting shot.
And the 7's the only mildly tough ball.
Mm-hmm. Which you're going to get to when you take the 3 ball, roll up on the 4. You can either play underneath, which I would, underneath the 7 to put it down to the bottom left, and you're done from there.
He just looked to see if the 7 goes in the top left, which I think it does go by the 14, but you got to be straight in and close to it. So it's not ideal. The fact that he hasn't shot the 2 yet tells me the 2 probably doesn't go.
Yep. Is he taking the 6?
The 3 ball. And tried to develop the 7 or move the 8 out of the way of the 7 possibly.
Either which would have been great.
Yeah, if he went into the 8 there, he was going to be on the 4, and the 8 would have cleared the way of the 7 in the same pocket as the 4. He's going to have to get back up there later on.
Oh my goodness. They say getting to the hill is tough. Getting off the hill is even tougher.
Yeah, it's not easy out there. There's a lot at stake here.
Well, if there is a moving time for Sandy, this is it. I think this is the potential last kick at the can here.
Yeah, it's a do or die. You have to think this is your last turn if you don't get out.
I think she might have to take the 14 ball.
The 13 passes the 4, but it's a little bit tight. She'd love to shoot that because it's just a stop shot.
It's tight.
Yeah, it's a little bit tight.
I give her all the credit in the world for taking this on because I'd be shooting the 14. That's why.
We got to be brave, you know?
Yep.
Got to be brave. So, like, if you think...
I would have shot the 14 to shape it out.
Yeah.
Right, you're always going to get a shot on the 10 ball. Just go 2 rails and out. You can bump the 8 over, still have a shot on the 10, potentially the 15.
Maybe she was just a little awkward or something on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that ball, you could drive a truck through there. That ball was never a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his second good look at finishing this match.
And he's got to kind of get out of his own head a little bit. And
when you're near the finish line, you should probably slow down a touch.
I agree.
Even though you like to play fast, it's easy to start going too quick.
Mm-hmm.
You're like racing there, you know?
Yeah, and just make it easy. Go back to just shoot straight pool.
The shot he played right there was smart.
Yep.
Back and forth. Don't try to do anything, too crazy. Just get there.
2, 3, 6, 8.
Yeah, this is just pot the balls. Don't get a hammer fist all of a sudden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's wondering if he maybe moved it when he was stretched over, but he's good. Yeah, Yeah, that was the only thing that could go wrong, was like if he hit it too hard because of the adrenaline or something, right? One good shot to get into the final 3 for James.
And it's there.
He's done it. He's avenged his loss from the previous match
Indeed.
with
And
Sandy.
great job by both players. I'll tell you what, that was some nervous pool. I was nervous for them.
I was too. I was trying to be quiet near the end because I didn't want them to hear me, but also because I was holding my breath.
Yeah. So, guys, we will do a quick shutdown, restart, get the next match ready to rock and roll. Will be James Hornby, Aaron Watchmaker, doing battle for your B-side final. Don't go far, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you head on to the Q Sports Live Facebook page or YouTube channel. Hit the like or subscribe. That way when we come back, you'll be notified. You can jump on and watch some more great pool. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we thank you for tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back.